Hi you guys. I'm at work now, but I just realized I did not film a intro for the video that I'm about to post. So this week I decided to meal prep a little bit to kind of get us situated for the week. I do work full time. I do homeschool both of my children, and they're in a bunch of activities. So anything I can do to kind of, make my life easier is what I'm trying to implement this year. So I did want to bring you guys along for this first meal prepping session with me, just so you can see how it went. I think it went okay. The whole process took me about 2 hours. And I did have to do that before I came to work today, so I am a bit tired now, but I feel good that I have dishes in the refrigerator ready to go for the kids. And if I don't want to cook, like 3 days out of the week, I already have, healthy vegan options for us to choose from, and we do not have to eat out. So I am really excited about that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Alright, guys, this is the list we're working off of today. These are all the things we're gonna have this week, and I think what I'm gonna make today, I'm gonna go ahead and make the fettuccine alfredo with the spinach. I'm gonna make the lentil meatballs. I'm gonna wait to do the string beans and the mashed potatoes. I'm gonna make the chili for the chili cheese fries today. I'm gonna make the mac and cheese, and I'm gonna do the red lentil curry, and I'm going to do the banana and blueberry muffins. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I think I'm gonna start with the muffins first, and then while they bake, cut up all the vegetables I'm gonna need for all the other items on the list. All right, just a quick tutorial on how to make oat flour. I took the rolled oats that I bought from Aldi's yesterday, and I put them in a blender, and then you just blend them, pulse them slowly. You can also do this in a food processor, and then see how it's turning into flour. It's turning into flour, and then I'll use that flour to make the gluten-free blueberry and banana muffins. Okay, so after grinding the oats for about 3 minutes, this is what the oats turned into. And you see it's like a flour. So I'll use this as the base for the muffin. Here, this is what let me see, Dre. This is what the muffin mix looks like. He is doing the blueberry muffins right there. Say hi, Dre.
Hello.
Mash bananas. I just put some sliced bananas and cinnamon in a bowl, and he is mashing them to add to his plain mixture right now. But he's going to add the muffins in it, and then it's going to be banana. Muffins are in the oven, and I'm going to start the lentils because they take the longest. I just have the entire bag of the green lentils that I bought in a pot, and I'm going to add this entire container of veggie broth to it, and I'm going to let it cook for about 30 minutes. And to this, I am going to add a teaspoon of onion powder and garlic powder. And this is going to be for the lentil meatballs. So that's going to start now. And Andre is finishing up our messy oven, our last batch of blueberry. Alright, so where am I right now? We have completed the blueberry muffins and banana muffins. They're right here. This is 6 of them. We have 12 more in the oven. I have what do I have? I have the lentils boiling for the lentil meatballs. They're going to be about another 30 minutes. So I think what I'm going to do next is go ahead and start the chili, because that's the next longest cooking thing. So I'm about to start the chili, and I'll show you guys how I make my chili. There's one more thing too. While I was waiting for the muffins to get done and I boiled the lentils, I went ahead and cut up all the vegetables I need. So this is the entire bag of the mini sweet peppers. This is 2 carrots. This is the 2 packages of mushrooms I bought yesterday. This is 2 whole onions, and this is 3 green onions. So now I have everything cut up, so I can just go ahead and add it in a pot and then start cooking, which is what I'm going to do now.
Alright, so now it's chili time. To a pot, I'm adding a tablespoon of vegan butter. I use Earth Balance. And then I am adding in 2 cups of onions. And then I'm going to add in 2 cups of mushrooms and 2 cups of carrots. And 2 cups of bell peppers. Alright, so now that the vegetables have sauteed for a little bit, I am adding in an entire can of organic diced tomatoes. I'm just going to spin that around for a second. And then I am going to add in an entire pack of chili seasoning. You can use any chili seasoning you like. I got this one from Aldi's. And then I'm adding in a little bit of chili powder. I'm adding in some garlic powder, just a sprinkle, onion powder, and a little bit of steak seasoning. I get this from Aldi's, and it actually has like salt in it, like dried onion, and I think parsley. I don't know what's in it, but I really like that seasoning. And now I'm adding an entire pack of the beefless crumbles. It's kind of like a ground beef vegan substitute. I just like to put that in my chili because I'm not putting beans in this one. Andre did not want beans, so I'm just adding like the beefless crumbles to make it, you know, more meaty or have more substance. Just to show you guys where we are, I just did the chili. It is cooking on low in the back. The lentils are boiling for the lentil meatballs, and I am about to make the Alfredo. Look at my counter. This is what I got going on still. I still have vegetables left. We're going to use the rest for the red lentil curry, which I don't think I'm going to make today. And the lentil meatballs. So those are the seasonings over there, the vegetables that are left, and we're about to put the 12 muffins with the other muffins. Okay, so now it's time to make the Alfredo sauce for the pasta. I am taking an entire package of tofu, and I am just cutting up in big squares, throwing it into the blender. And then to this, I'm just going to add some almond milk. If I had to guess, I would say it's about a cup of almond milk. I do not add any seasonings or anything to the blender at this point because I like to pour it in with my cooked vegetables and then add all my seasonings then. Alright, so right now I am adding the sauce to the cooked onions, mushrooms, and spinach. I am stirring it around. And then once it's all combined, I'm going to add in the seasonings. I am going to use a dash of garlic powder. And then I'm using a sprinkle of onion powder. And I guess this is about a quarter cup of nutritional yeast. And you want to use as much nutritional yeast as you like because nutritional yeast makes it cheesy. So if you like your Alfredo sauce really cheesy, use a lot. If you like, you know, less cheese flavor, use a little bit. But I think I used about a quarter cup in here. Guys, this is what we have going on right now. The chili is still boiling. The lentils are done. I'm about to mash those for the lentil meatballs. The Alfredo sauce is cooking on a low simmer. And in this pot, I'm about to saute some onions, bell peppers, and mushrooms to go in the lentil meatballs. Alright, it's lentil meatball time. To a pan, I am adding a tablespoon of Earth Balance vegan butter. And then I'm just going to wait for that to get hot. When it's hot, I'm going to add a cup of onions. And then I'm going to add in, I don't know, I guess about a cup of bell peppers. And then we're going to add in like a cup and a half of mushrooms. and then I'm going to allow that to saute in a pan. Now while that's cooking, I have already taken out the lentil meatballs, put them into a bowl, and mashed them with a potato masher. And then once the vegetables cool a little bit and saute, I'm going to add them to the lentil mash mixture along with some breadcrumbs, some of the steak seasoning I used earlier, some onion powder, garlic powder, and some nutritional yeast. And then what I'm going to do is just mix that very well together once I have all the ingredients in the bowl. And then I'm going to start to form the little meatballs. Alright, so I do want to say one thing. Once I had the mixture, it was a little dry, so I added about a couple dashes of vegan Worcestershire sauce to it, and it did make it a little bit more moist, and then I was able to make the meatballs. To do that, simply you just take a spoon, put it in your hand, roll it in a ball, and then I took the meatballs, put them in the oven, baked them on 350 for 25 minutes.
Alright, you guys, I'm just going to tell you where we are so far. We're an hour and a half in of meal prepping for this week, and this is what's done so far. So, sink full of dishes. I have the Alfredo done. The only thing I did here was I cooked the chickpea penne pasta per instructions on the back of the box, and I added it to the Alfredo sauce, put it in this container, and it does have a lid, which I can't find right now. The chili is done. The muffins are done. These are the leftover vegetables I have. I'm going to consolidate them into one bowl and use it for the red lentil curry that I'm going to make later on in the week. We have the water boiling for the macaroni and cheese, and then in the oven, I have the lentil meatballs that are cooking. So that's everything I have done so far, and I'm almost done, thank goodness. Alright, you guys, so now I'm done. Everything is finished finally, and on the table we have the chili here, which we'll have one day. This is the tofu Alfredo. That's some leftover cheese sauce that we're going to use for the chili cheese fries we're having this week. That's macaroni and cheese. I just have to sprinkle a little bit of vegan cheddar on top and bake it when we're ready to eat that. I'll put it in the freezer for now. These are the lentil meatballs. I'm going to let these cool, and then I'll freeze them. And then what I'll do on the day that I'm going to use these, I will take them out, put them in a pan, add some gravy, and then serve it with two sides. These are the cut up vegetables I have left over for the red lentil curry. And then this is the breakfast we have for this week, which is the blueberry and banana muffins. And this is everything we did this week.